Next stop on the NNSCRA Mello Racing Series brings us to Indianapolis Raceway Park, otherwise now known as Lucas Oil Raceway in Indianapolis, as we are here on the short track side of the Lucas Oil Raceway here. This is, as you know, is the multi-purpose facility at Indianapolis, Indiana, that features not only this 0.686 mile short track we're on today for the running of the Lucas Oil 250, but it's also home to the NHRA U.S. Nationals held on the drag strip that sits well and back next to the short track, as a matter of fact, too. So, and of course, taking for a person who's been there 3 times, by the way, it is quite a facility. I will definitely say that for sure. But so anyway, the short track is this 5/8 mile short track is the focal point of this race, as we're here today for 50 laps of racing. And here's the starting lineup. On the pole, it is Jesse Turner in car 47, the Race Hill Farms Pontiac. He's alongside car 52, Seth Cole, in the Red Baron Frozen Pizza Chevrolet. Both of them carry in-car cameras by way in today's race. Row 2 has Jessica Shelton, car number 89, the Coors Melling Ford. She won the season at Milwaukee. She's alongside Nick Gunther, who won at Bristol this season, the Miller American Buick, car number 33. Next row, car 28, Texaco Haviland Ford. Of the third in-car camera, Keith Batson is on the inside, and beside him will be the winner at Mid Ohio this season, Cole Deaver in the GM Goodwrench Chevrolet. Fourth row is car number 72, Rafael LeDuc in the in the Kodiak Pontiac, and car number 36 is the winner at Oswego this season, here Joshua Osborne, the Cox's Treated Lumber Pontiac, car 36. Next row down is car 97, Quentin Moore, the Fisher Engineering Winter Circle Apparel Buick, and beside him car number 5, the Advanced Auto Parts Buick of Phil Parker. Next row down is car 51, the Valvoline Pontiac of Laura Chung. She's flanked by car number 44, the Piedmont Airlines Oldsmobile of Alex Miller. Next row down is car 2, Dylan Young in the Detroit Gasket Buick, and car number 37, it's Daniel Bouchard in the Crisco Butter Buick. He won the season at Talladega. Next row down is car number 15, it's Stephen Colon, the Levi Garrett Chevrolet, and car 7, Destin Boland in the Skull Bandit Buick. Next row down is car 83, Austin Reed in the Bullfrog Knits Pontiac, car 83, and car 17, Audra Baranauskas, who won the season at Nashville this season. Next row down is car 21, Carson Gum in the Chattanooga Chew Buick, and beside him number 11, Vale Moscow in the Skull Chevrolet. Next row down is car number 10, that's Ryan Brommer in the MJ Sullivan Mobile 1 Chevrolet. And the GM Goodwrench Chevrolet car number 3, it's Nathan Orman driving that car too this season. Cole Deaver will, of course, be driving a Cup version of this very car at the Indianapolis Motor Speedway, which is home to the Brickyard 400 for the Castrol GTX Cup Series. So, and that'll be coming up tomorrow. Next row down is car 06, that's Zachary Fitzwater in the Carolina Ford Dealers Ford, and beside him car number 99, the Buick of Zach Winkle. Next row down is car number 1, Jackson Haywood in the Carolina Ford Dealers Ford, car number 1, and beside him will be Gabby Conklin in the Bud Light Buick, car 32. Next row down, Caleb Fogler in the AG Dealer Buick, car number 22, and beside him will be number 63, Henry Sanford. Next row down has car number 25, James Henry in the Moroso Oldsmobile, and car 14, Allison Rain in the Coors Light Chevrolet. Next row down is 31, that is Roberto Crown Jr., and number 27, Logan Williams, who won the other Talladega race this season, the first Talladega race this season, I should say. Next row down, Matt Haas in 88, and number 84, Eric Monaco. Then it's number 75, John Andrews in 00, that is James Sykes. Next row down has number 23, Daniel Voiles, and number 6, Paul Minnick. Then it's number 12, Amanda Evans, and 34, Chrisman Morgan. Rounds up the field for today's running of the Lucas Oil 250 at Lucas Oil Raceway in Indianapolis. As we mentioned, the multi-purpose facility, including, as we mentioned, not only the 0.686 mile short track where we're at today for some stock car racing, but as I mentioned, also home to the NHRA U.S. Nationals, located on the drag strip. This drag strip that sits next to this very track we're on here today. So there you have it with that. Here we'll be at Indianapolis Motor Speedway tomorrow for the Brickyard 400 for the Castrol GTX Cup Series. In fact, here, and as a matter of fact,
gentlemen, start your engine!
As the command has been given to party engines here, as the pace car leads the field around for the pace up, we'll be back for the start of the race right after this. Rounding through turns number 3 and 4. Pace car is already on the pit road. Jesse Turner and Seth Cole leading to the start-finish line. The green flag flies. 50 laps of racing here at Lucas Oil Raceway at Indianapolis. And already got trouble on the backstretch here. That's Gabby Conklin in 32 who is spun. Zach Winkle is also involved, the 99 car. And I saw a white car spinning under. That's one of the points contenders, Paul Minnick. Car 6 who has spun. Chrisman Morgan in 34 also involved as well too as the first caution flag flies on the first lap of the race. Tell me this is not going to be a wreck fest of a race here too, is what we're going to have. And you see the damage to the number 6 Southern Biscuit Flour Buick. Minnick here, as we mentioned, he comes in this race still with a shot at the championship this season here. He was leading the points for quite a while during the course of the season. So let's take a look at what happened to cause the first caution flag of the day here. It didn't take long for the action to get going, that's for darn sure here at this track. And they got 3 wide here, and 3 wide is tricky enough on a track like this here at Lucas Oil Raceway. They come off the second corner. Here comes Jackson Haywood, gets right into Gabby Conklin's car, sends her right into, just stubs the 99 car of Zach Winkle as they come out, as Gabby spins around here, just about hits Allison Rain in the 14 car. Shoo! Allison just missed. As did Logan Williams and Eric Monaco as well too. James Sykes, I should say, in the 00 car, had to slam on the brakes to keep from slamming into some of those cars he was in. Sykes did manage to get away with no damage on his Thomas British Ham's Oldsmobile. And same with the 23 car, Daniel Boyles. I think he is clean as well too. So caution number 1 flies on lap number 1 here at Lucas Oil Raceway. We'll be back for a race start right after this. Through turns number 1 and 2 they go right here. Pace car's lights are off. We'll be back for the race. We are set for the restart here. It'll be on lap number 7 when this race restarts here at Lucas Oil Raceway. Jesse Turner is your leader. 2nd is Jessica Shelton. 3rd is Seth Cole. 4th is Nick Gunther. Keith Batson's 5th. 6th is Cole Deaver. 7th is Joshua Osborne. 8th position is Rafael LeDuc. 9th is Quentin Moore. And 10th position is Phil Parker. As they get set to go back, as we green flags flies once again here. Let's try this again here at Indianapolis. There's the green flag flash back underway. Lap number 7. Seeing some racing right here now going on here. Phil Parker and Laura Chung trying to move their way up through the field here as they come up the 4th turn here. Parker takes position away from Quentin Moore here. Parker won the season at Rockingham, the 2nd race of the season. And now Chung tries to make her way around the 97 car of Quentin Moore. Quentin was a winner this season, I believe, at Road America at Elkhart Lake, Wisconsin here. Quentin's been kind of surprised that his only win this season has been on a road course in this series. His win, he has won once this season in this track, in this season I should say, in this series. And Quentin gets off the wall come off turn number 2. But he's also won the season as well in the Castrol TTX Cup Series at Charlotte in the 600. As he took the victory in that event here. But Quentin trying to stay ahead of this snarling pack of cars here, including Alex Miller and the 2 car of Dylan Young. As we go back to the front of the field again, Jesse Turner continues to lead. Here comes Cole Deaver inside here trying to hold off Joshua Osborne in 36, who's now under fire from the 72 car of Rafael LeDuc. Oh, he and Phil Parker get into it there. The 5 car. Phil tried to turn the 72 car around, but Rafael holds his line here, and now Laura Chung closes up in the back of the 5 of Parker. Parker in 9th, Chung in 10th there, and Chung trying to take 9th position away. Parker has the outside lane to his advantage, and he keeps the spot at the start-finish line for the time being. and gets to run to stay ahead of the 51 car. And now Cole Deaver gets off the wall, coming off turn number 2. So now Osborne and LeDuc both get by the 8 car of Cole Deaver, and Cole trying to fight his way on the outside of the track here, trying to stay ahead of the Kodiak Pontiac. Deaver right now running in 7th position here, trying to keep 7th, I should say, from LeDuc. But Raphael has the inside lane to his advantage, and he takes position away. And now Phil Parker and Laura Chung trying to get by the 8 car as well too. So Deaver now down to 8th position in car number 8 as they come off this second corner now. Battle going on for 4th position between Nick Gunther and Keith Batson, the 33 and 28 cars, going at it. Riding with Keith Batson, car number 28, the Texaco Haviland Ford. You can not only see 4th, but you can also see 3rd, 2nd, and 1st as well too, as they are close, as they're getting close a little bit here from each other. As you see Seth Cole trying to close up on the front two of Jesse Turner and Jessica Shelton. And Batson right now a little over a 2nd and 2/3 behind the leader of the race. And we got problems right there. That's the 84 car. That was the 84 car of Eric Monaco, who they just went by. It's yellow flag flies for the 2nd time here today at Lucas Oil Raceway, and I see damaged up cars of Zach Winkle and Chrisman Morgan. But the 84 car, Eric Monaco, has spun the Action Vans Buick. Caution number 2 flying on lap number 17 of this race. It actually wasn't Eric Monaco that caused the crash here. It was these 2 cars here, Roberto Crown Jr. in the 31 and the 75 car of John Andrews. There's the Andrews. Let's see what happens here. Off the 2nd turn here. He's just right on the quarter panel of Roberto Crown Jr. Roberto just spins. Just dumps the 31 machine. Here comes up the track goes the 75 car. Henry Sanford just misses, as does Daniel Voiles and Gabby Conklin, but unfortunately the 84 car of Monaco did not, and neither did James Sykes nor the 99 car of Zach Winkle. So a 5-car melee happening in turns number 3 and 4. Here comes Chrisman Morgan, a 34 car, and he just plows into the 84 car of Eric Monaco. So Eric Monaco, who was running well in the back of the pack though, but tough break for him. And kind of felt for him too, though. He was in the wrong place at the wrong time, as he was right there. So kind of a innocent victim in some ways too. But caution number 2 flying here. Jesse Turner is your leader in car number 47. He is your leader, lap number 19 here at Indianapolis. We'll be back for the restart right after this. Just as you were joining us, green flag flies once again here at Indianapolis, Indiana, here Lucas Oil Raceway. It is Jesse Turner, your leader. Nathan Ormond and Chrisman Morgan was in the inside lane here. Both of them are not on the lead lap. Jessica Shelton having trouble getting in by Ormond in that 3 car. James Sykes and Eric Monaco both knocked out of the race here. As we mentioned, the 3 and 34 cars are both the only 2 cars to lap down. At this point here, Jesse Turner, that 3 car was served as his best friend, I guess you might say, because Ormond has held up Shelton in this portion of the race here. Nick Gunther, meantime, has gotten by Seth Cole for 3rd position. Seth has dropped to 4th, and 5th is now Keith Batson with Osborne, LeDuc, Deaver, Chung is now 9th, and Parker's 8th, Chung is 9th, and Deaver is now 10th. There you see positions number 3 and 4 going out here. Here, Nick Gunther up to 3rd and Keith Batson up to 4th position right now. Buick versus Ford. And it's a mix of cars here. And throwing a Pontiac in there, Rafael Duke up to the top 5 now in 5th position in car 72. Phil Parker up to 6th, and Laura Chung is up to 7th position. So lap traffic kind of, actually I should say this race has actually brought the competitiveness out in some of the other drivers here. And some of the drivers in this field who we haven't talked much about here today. Dylan Young and Alex Miller has now entered the top 10. Miller up to 9th, and Dylan Young up to 10th position right now. Car number 44 and 2. And then you got Daniel Bouchard, who won Talladega, the last race on the tour in this series. He's up to the 11th position. Seth Cole has dropped back, as has Cole Deaver and the 97 car of Quentin Moore. Moore now trying to follow through the 21 car of Carson Gum. Carson trying to get by Cole as they come out the second corner now. And Carson Gum will take position away. That is, I believe, 13th, maybe. He's now up to, let's see what he's at this time by the start-finish line. And yes, he is. He's 13th. Moore's 14th, and Deaver's dropped to 15th position right now. And they're almost off the second turn here, and they're trying to get by the 34 car of Chrisman Morgan a lap down here. Joshua Osborne got up the wall a little bit, come off turn number 2. And now Seth Cole, Dylan Young, and the 44 car of Alex Miller now both forming a train on the inside lane here. Oldsmobile, Buick, and Chevrolet in this mix of cars as well too. So Miller and Dylan Young have both been breaking away, as has Joshua Osborne. And meantime, Keith Batson's now under fire from Rafael LeDuc in the 72 machine. Here comes LeDuc to the low side, Batson to the high side as they come off the second corner now. And Roberto Crown Jr. now coming on the pit road. There he is. 35 miles an hour on pit road is car number 31. So, don't know what the problem is on the 31 machine here. So Roberto letting the crew find what the problem is on that machine. But right now, it's Jesse Turner in 47 who leads the field right now in the Race Hill Farms Pontiac, as he has now got 19 laps remaining here at this event. Jessica Shelton remains second, third remains Gunther, fourth remains Batson, and fifth remains Rafael Duke. Then it's Chung, Parker, Osborne, Miller, and Young, the top 10, I should say, in this event. Again, the 3 car of Nathan Orman is a lap down. 11th is Seth Cole, 12th position is Quentin Moore, 13th Daniel Bouchard, 14th is Carson Gum, as Cole Deaver gets off the wall, come off turn number 2. Audra Baranowskis has now gotten by. Austin Reed, car number 83, is up to the 16th position right now in the. And Carson Gum gets turned by Daniel Bouchard. Bouchard almost gets upside down. Destin Bowen, the 7 car, he was in the crash here. There's Bouchard, the winner, the Talladega winner. He goes from victory lane last race to not look good looking in this race. Henry Sanford, 63 car, he's involved, and just about took his frustration down on the 21 car of Carson Gum. Carson was having a really good run. He was moving his way through the field nicely, and then it all goes out the window after that. 3 wide between Gum, Bouchard, and the 34 of Chrisman Morgan. They get into a little tussle there, come off the second corner, and Carson is sideways there. Austin Reed turns almost on the 17 car of Audra Baranowskis. There's where Bouchard almost flipped. And thankfully, I'll say, if it wasn't for Henry Sanford, Bouchard would have been on his roof. Real time. And it was Stephen Colon who almost gave him the flip. And there, I didn't see that part. Audra Baranowskis actually lands on her roof in a 17 car. Let's take a look at what happened there. Real time again. Bouchard almost flips there where everybody else just crashes right into everybody. And there, oh my gosh. Matt Haas also got into that crash as well, to the 88 car. And ladies and gentlemen, that's what happens. That's how quick things can happen at a track like this at Indianapolis Raceway Park. This is the evidence of how quick things can happen here, and things can change no less too. So Baranowskis out of the race, as is also Destin Boland and Henry Samper. The 31 car of Roberto Crown Jr. He is now 4 laps down. We saw him make a unscheduled pit stop earlier in this race here. And how is Daniel Bouchard still running in that 37 car? And for a car that almost got flipped, that car still looks okay. Back end damage on that Crisco Buick, but still, yeah. And Jesse Turner's coming on pit road, the leader of the race! Oh, no! Jesse Turner, the leader's on pit road for an unscheduled pit stop. They're coming down for 13 laps remaining in this race. Oh my gosh. And he is just creeping along pit road here. Something has evidently died on the number 47 machine, I think. Here he is on pit road, and he's out of the race! I swear to goodness, for Jesse Turner, when it rains, it pours for him. As you see, Roberto Crown Jr. coming back off of pit road here. Tire failure on the 47 machine, and that is going to give the lead to Jessica Shelton. As the green flag flies, we're at lap number 39, 12 laps remaining. Nick Gunther's now second, third is now Batson, fourth is now LeDuc, and Laura Chung is in fifth position. Here comes Batson for the lead on Jessica Shelton. She's got Nick Gunther behind her. In the turns number 3 and 4 they come here. Batson at the back off the throttle just a little bit, and Shelton now takes the lead off the fourth turn with now 11 laps remaining in the race here. We were saying a while back how things can change here, and boy, somebody said that here. Turner had his problems here. Boy, I tell you, Jesse Turner, that's a tough one for him. He drove a fine race here until that happened here. It seems like his luck just has not gone his way. Not just in this series, but also in the Cup Series, neither. Chrisman Morgan, by the way, the 34 car is a lap down. He is not in third position, and is actually a battle between Batson and LeDuc for that third spot between the 28 and 72 machines. And now Nick Gunther has cleared the leaders here, as has Keith Batson here, has cleared the lap traffic here. And now Gunther has his sights sets on Jessica Shelton to try to catch her. Nathan Orman is now back on the lead lap in a 3 car here, but they're about as real as 8 laps remaining in the race, so there's nothing left they can do possibly in this event here as they come down through off turn number 2, 74 miles an hour, the average speed of this race so far, almost 75 miles an hour here at Indianapolis. We've had 3 caution flags in this race so far, and 32 cars remain on the lead lap. As Shelton comes by to complete the 43rd lap, we have now 7 laps remaining in this race. And Nick Gunther, I think, is not closing in much here in this race here. Laura Chung, meantime, in the 51 car, she's snagged a couple of positions here herself. She's at the 4th position now in the 51 machine. Best she's run in quite a while. Rafael LeDuc is in 5th position. 6th is Phil Parker. 7th is Dylan Young, as he's gotten past Joshua Osborne. Osborne's in 8th. Quentin Moore's 9th, and Alex Miller is in 10th position with Zachary Fitzwater right now running in 11th position. In the 06 machine, the winner this season at Atlanta was Fitzwater. Jessica Shelton, meantime, she has got now 5 laps remaining in the race here. She won the season at Milwaukee in the Die Hard 250. And she's looking for her second victory of the season in the course milling board. She had a slow start to this season in this series, though, but she has come on in typical Jessica fashion. But she as we come through turns number 1 and 2 right now here, as we look in the back of as we look to the back of the field another time here. Now Zachary Fitzwater trying to get a top 10 finish out of all this here. He moves inside of Quentin Moore, gets past him. And now Allison Rain, the 14 car. Allison's now trying to get a good finish here. Clock this time by in the 13th position. Actually make that 14th now as Jackson Haywood trying to get around her. Actually, I don't know. But Rain trying to hold out the challenge of that one car. Seth Cole trying to get it past them both, and the same in Caleb Bugler. Also in this mix as well, too, at 22, which machine he's up. He's now running in the top. He's running in top 20 right now. He's running 16th position in the AG Diller Buick, trying to get himself a solid finish here today. But the white flag, meantime, has flown over Jessica Shelton. She has got 1 lap remaining in this race here today. And problems! We have problems as well too. Somebody crashed in turn number 1. That's going to be the end of the race. Jessica Shelton is going to be your winner of the Lucas Oil 250 at Indianapolis. We will look back and see what happened in the crash here after they take the checkered flag. But the pace car has picked them up. Now. Wouldn't have made no difference anyway. Gunther was not gaining at all, though, as far as the battle for the lead here. And that's how the finish is going to look like here. Jessica Shelton is going to be our winner of the Lucas Oil 250 here. Her second victory of the season. Second place will go to Nick Gunther. Third place to Keith Batson. Fourth will go to Laura Chung. Fifth will go to Rafaela Duke. Sixth position to Phil Parker. Dylan Young 7th, 8th Joshua Osborne, Alex Miller will finish 9th, and 10th will go to Zachary Fitzwater. Average speed 77.830 miles per hour. 11th will go to Quentin Moore, 12th to Cole Deaver, 13th will go to Jackson Haywood, Allison Rain, matches her car number, finishing 14th, 15th to Caleb Bogler, 16th to Seth Cole, 17th to Logan Williams, 18th Daniel Voiles, 19th Carson Gum, 20th will go to Amanda Evans in the 12 car. But there's what caused the crash right there. It's the 88 car of Matt Haas. He and Vale Moscow got together, come off to number 4, coming down as they were coming down for 2 laps remaining in the race here. Turns Vale right into almost turns her around, turns Haas right into this 37 car of Daniel Bouchard, who then turns the 88 of Haas around. And watch the 88 car just missed hitting the wall on the inside lane of the race, on the inside of the racetrack here. Goes back up the track here. Car bunny hopped a little bit. Oh my gosh! And that's where he got upside down. The 99 car, Zach Winkle, crashes right into him. That's why the big hood buckle on his red Buick, while the black and silver Buick of Haas is going upside down and lands on its roof. That was the car that Shelton passed. That they were passing by when we saw Shelton take the white flag of this race there, ultimately giving her the victory in this race here. But a tough break from Matt Haas as the crash pretty much, as we mentioned, just, well, yeah. So that will do here today at Lucas Oil Raceway. Here we gave you the top 20 of the race already. Jessica Shelton again your winner here at Indianapolis and Lucas Oil Raceway, and she would love to double up tomorrow for the Brickyard 400 at Indianapolis Motor Speedway, the big 2.5 mile rectangle track for the Castrol GTX Cup Series in her number 94 machine. So the rest of the order for you here: 21st will go to Austin Reed, 22nd James Henry, 23rd Gabby Conklin, then Paul Minnick, Stephen Colon, and Ryan Brommer, the remainder of the lead lap finishers. There were 26 cars that finished on the lead lap. Vale Moscow, Daniel Bouchard, John Andrews, and Nathan Ormond, the top 30 in this race here. Then comes Chrisman Morgan, Matt Haas, Zach Winkle, who got knocked out of the race because of crashing into Matt Haas's car. Here, Jesse Turner, you gotta feel for him. He led the most laps, started from the pole, led the most laps, had the race well in hand until the tire failure nailed him under caution with 13 laps remaining in the racer. He has got to be sick, definitely at this point here. And Jesse probably wondering, am I ever going to win another race? Well, you never know, but we'll see. But he finishes 30. He instead gets relegated to 34th. 35th will go to Roberto Brown Jr., then Destin Boland, Audrey Baranowskis, Henry Sanford, James Sykes, and Eric Monaco was the last of the finishers here. So that will do it here today at Lucas Oil Raceway. If you like what you see here, be sure to subscribe to the NNSCRA Sports Gaming channel. We got everything on this channel. We got inner races, we got gaming videos, we got inner online videos. Whatever the president of the NNSCRA sets goal desires to have for his channel, be sure to check out Sets to Sell Cup Series, the main series on this channel. And if you want in on future seasons of Sets Series, then be sure to get with Seth and he'll get you going. Also, be sure to check out our two channels that does NNSCRA offline. Those channels being Dylan Young's Spectrum Mobile Cup Series from his channel X86753985AX, and also the NNSCRA Marvel Studios Cup Series from Thrashmaniac 99, aka Levi McIntyre. And so be sure to check out those two channels and for those two series as well too. And if you want in on their series, then get with those guys as well too. Again, that's channels. The channels are X86753985AX and Thrashmaniac99. So be sure to subscribe to those two channels for some cool stuff as well too. And also subscribe to this channel you're watching here, the NNSCRA Sports Gaming channel, for some cool stuff as well too. So that will do it here today at Lucas Oil Raceway. Congratulations once again to Jessica Shelton, the winner of the Lucas Oil 200. And for now, it's James Qualls. It's been a production of the NNSCRA celebrating 10 years of offline racing at Express. We'll see you at the Indianapolis Motor Speedway for the Castrol GTX Cup Series Brickyard 400.